Salute to DJ Premier, that's our brother. Our OG, excuse me.
Salute.
Salute to Nas, man, our brother.
Man, legends.
This is the 2025 mystery, man. Like, let's be clear. We won the first cast, man, to let y'all know the announcement that Nas had with DJ Premier, that they were going to drop a collabo album together. This was in April, by the way. April of 2024 that they announced this joint. Man, we was waiting like stepdaddy, like daddy when he told you he gonna come pick you up from your mama's house. And he never came. Jermaine, he never came. So it's like, man, we've been waiting on this album like your dad at the doorbell.
Various styles pulled up.
with them metal balls. And what kind of car do you have? He had like an Escort or something. Like, he had a little 87 Escort, man. He pulled up in him to it.
Did he pull up in the Koofy?
I think he had the coupe on. Yeah, he got the coupe on. You know what I'm saying? with the saxophone in the back. That saxophone when Ricky got killed.
Stop.
Don't be out here having no babies.
I was hitting it with my Jimmy, dude.
Nah, I
had a Jimmy on though, Dad. Nigga gave him the wackest lineup too, and the little fading bull, man. But also, we've been waiting, man. We've been waiting for Fury. Yeah. Man, hey, man, line my Widow's Peak up just a little bit. Just take a little top off on Widow's Peak.
Give me the triangle that's real sharp.
Yeah, give me that sharpness, man. The girls like it, dog, when I pull up. In my bug, in my 87 bug.
Gosh, that's that Grace Jones character in that Conan the Barbarian.
Was his bug a drop top too? Didn't he have a drop top bug?
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Oh my God. But long story short, we've been waiting for Furious Styles, man. This is the Furious Styles album. We've been waiting for it since April, since they announced it. We heard Nas when he was overseas saying, man, the album's coming soon.
Shorten about 2 minutes without the IR to end. Reincarnated Gil Scott living in a bottle again. DJ Premier Nas, new music coming out very soon.
Still ain't came. Pause. Before we kind of go into another situation, what's your thoughts, man? Everybody in the chat. Why do you think this has been delayed? Because, again, we thought it was going to come out when GNX came out. But GNX came out, we was like, okay, well, they have the same manager, let's be clear. So maybe Nas is just being polite, letting him do his thing, and then maybe come up, you know what I'm saying, in December. Then we got the Snoop joint. Still didn't come out. You know, we don't know what the hell's going on. So, J Camp, Bebo P in the chat. We got to go into the Koofy real quick, man, to that Furious Styles Koofy when he pulled up and picked up his son, and we ain't never seen his mama since then. So, what's your thoughts, man, on why this album hasn't dropped yet? Because you know it's done. You know it's done.
I mean, I think partially, I do think it's because him and Kenny have the same management. I do think that's part of it. The other part of it is, I think some of that stuff, I think they got some new joints in the tuck. I think they went back in the lab, personally speaking. You know, because Redman dropped 36 of them things. you know what I'm saying? I think Nas and Primo went back in the laboratory. And I think they got something truly in the tuck. I think they got more than one album. That's my personal opinion. Because they could have dropped it, but like anybody else, man, sometimes you survey the landscape and it's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna let you do your. Because Nas is classic for dropping when stuff was kind of dry. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no meat on the bone. Ain't no meat on the bone. We kind of
ain't no hog maw.
No pig feet.
No pig feet. You ain't got no hog maw, nigga. Yeah, let me go ahead and throw something out. Saying no hog maw out here. You know what I mean?
Actual factuals, but
Andre's saying the album ain't even happening though. That's what he's saying. Y'all agree with Andre? They ain't even happening.
Say that.
I think it's
damn, Andre.
I think it's definitely happening. I mean, people anticipating. Like Nas ain't a dummy. The people anticipating this one and Primo.
Yeah. That's money in the bank, man. You just sitting on.
I just personally feel like they in the lab and they cooking up more than just. I'm not saying this is gonna be like a Nas and Hit Boy situation. I just think they in the lab cooking up, and I think Nas is gonna wait for the right time to drop. I mean, because we're gonna hit a dead period at some point. Like once the Super Bowl kind of ends, ain't no beefs really going on. He's gonna drop soon, in my personal.
So you
opinion.
basically saying after Super Bowl, basically.
But it was kind of, I mean, Q4 of last year was just so many albums
It
was
was like,
dropping.
oh yeah,
it was a tidal wave of them.
Yeah, it was a tidal wave. You right on that joint.
Not to say that Nas and Primo would ever be drowned out by anybody, but I do
Right.
think he wants a stage, and why wouldn't you?
Right.
Why wouldn't you
Agreed.
want that stage? So
Right, I
I
agree,
think
too.
Nas is going to drop when it's time.
I agree. B-Boy, what you thinking, man? Because again, I agree 100% with Jay Kemp, but do you?
Yes. If I were a betting man, then I would imagine that DJ Premier is really just behind the scenes in his lab, taking his time to not only ensure that his production is as top tier as can
Pristine.
be, right, but the post production as well, along with maybe, phasing out what may have initially sounded good or okay or even great to filter out some of those things for maybe what fits better to make the album what it needs to be. As far as Nas, I imagine he's already laid down most all his verses and hooks and so forth. And unless he's going back, like Jay Camp was saying, to fill to fill in some stuff to for the purpose of refinement or whatever. But either way it goes, I'm here for it. And it reminds me of what I said a while ago about the posthumous Mobb Deep album, because Havoc and the Alchemists have been working on that for like the last at least few
minute.
years.
Okay, I got you.
And I remember saying something to the effect of, "Hey, I would rather them do what they need to do to,
Get it right.
record a few songs, maybe take some out, record a few songs, take some out,
Mm-hmm.
and just get that process right in order for the album to be where it needs to be." So that same thought process, I think, about with Nas and DJ Premier's soon to come album. So they're really just trying to do what they can to not only get the album sounding where it needs to be, but I also think that you brothers are right too in terms of making sure that, hey, it's dropping at a moment to where it can stand out more, from a, hey, I'm not being drowned out by like a groundswell of other like great talents out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Mel
agree
Bixby
too,
said
man.
it good too, man. I mean, he said like LL and Common did raise the bar.
They did.
Last year, they
did.
man.
They really
They
did.
raised the bar, man.
The
I mean,
Auditorium and the Force albums, yeah.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with going back into the lab and making sure everything is buttoned up. There's nothing wrong with
Right.
that, man, because
It is, but,
these
I mean,
are
like I
two
said, it's classic.
perfectionists.
Yeah.
These are two perfectionists. So
Yes.
I agree.
I don't think they're going to do anything but something that's stellar. And,
Right.
I agree.
Why
Yeah.
rush something if you don't feel right about it? Because that's when you end up fumbling the bag. That's what happened with
Yeah.
that everybody can't go. Joint.
Plus, this one has to be right.
God damn.
This one has
no,
to
no,
be
no.
right.
I'm not hating on everybody. What I'm saying is like
just body the nigga, man.
no. I'm talking about like the promo and stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I agree. Like
absolutely.
again,
Absolutely, man.
that
the promo
Benny
was
should have
bad.
been like stellar.
That Benny should have
And,
been-
Yeah,
he
I would have
should have
sat
been
on that Benny
anticipating.
for a minute. You know what I mean? You're right. I mean, you're right.
And he ended up making better music after that because
He did.
Yeah, he learned his lesson.
Yeah.
A-Dub in the building, man. He's saying off topic, man. What y'all think about that King Lo? King Lo's, man, been cold.
King
You know,
Lo's
he
out.
wrote
Oh, he
everything
snapped on that
He always
freestyle.
He snapped on that freestyle.
he
Let's be
always
clear,
could.
man.
Yeah.
Salute A-Dub in the building, yeah.
King
Lo's,
Lo's
man,
always
is
does.
that dude, man. Let's be clear, man. Salute to our,
He's
to our
that
brother.
guy, man. Absolutely.
Just real quick, man. Man said the could also it could also
Sequences?
be in the stages of choosing the right tracks. Yeah,
Could
they probably
be,
got a
yep.
whole bunch of joints.
Yeah,
man.
it could be that
Sequences.
Touch is
sequence.
saying we need singles in a video at least before it hit. I'm so focused just saying, man. Nas got busy on LL's album on the song "Praise Him," and LL gave him his props. So yeah, maybe he heard
Gave
some
him-
other
gave
bulls
LL
like, hold on,
props,
man, I gotta go back in the lab
Yeah,
with homie,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. So
That's good though.
A-Dub
man.
said,
if,
by
if
the
people
way-
making you go back and sharpen your pen, that's a
Yeah,
good thing.
it is.
That's a great
A-Dub
thing.
said, by the way, this is top 5 most anticipated hip-hop projects all time to everybody here in the chat and comment section.
yeah. Like I said,
to us.
Yeah,
been
like
making this for a
again, I
long
think
time.
this is gonna be a heavy situation if they do it right. And again,
Oh, yeah.
Poison
Oh,
Rhymes
yeah.
is saying Nas always takes his time.
Yep.
You know what
he
I'm saying?
does.
So I agree with that too. I think it's gonna be one of them joints. Mill Big be saying he just gave up 6 joints. He knows how anticipate this album is. Facts.
I mean, you were talking about two
Yeah,
of
right, Bill.
some of the greatest legends of all time in hip hop,
Elites.
by way of Nas and Primo. So, yeah, they definitely want to make sure that this album is as epic as can be. Leah, what's going on, sis? Said Nas is calculated and a perfectionist. She thinks that's why it's delayed.
Yeah,
Very well
I
could
agree,
be.
Too. I
Could
think,
be.
I
yeah.
feel the same way, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I agree, man. I think it's some on that level, man, where like cats going in, man.
And every dynamic is, different, because Nas and Hit Boy, they could just do stuff and then just get it out. But then another, I think Nas and Primo work just as well together with their own energy.
Yeah.
So we got to definitely, as I think we all are already doing, definitely got to respect that. And then we're definitely going to get what we need by way of the music. Mama Bear said,
Yeah,
go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
No, Mama Bear's doll said she could see getting praise from a legend like LL would make Nas want to make sure that the upcoming Nas and Primo album is as polished as can be.
Paul Bear.
Facts,
Paul,
Mama
I
Bear.
agree.
She
Power
said
One
it's
Thou
gotta have
Wow.
That Paul Bear.
Right.
Yeah, Paul.
What's Power One Thou Wow saying there, J Camp?
Primo don't disappoint us. He been teasing for a while. Yes, indeed.
Facts.
And Mill said it too. He
Dropping
said he been
those
waiting on the album since 06.
Facts.
Right.
God damn,
Mill
that's
Bixby.
a long ass time.
Mill Bixby over
That's a
here.
long time, dog.
Been waiting on that joint since. Nas is like,
Right,
Mark
right.
DJ saying, I'm curious on what guest features on album. I would almost say, damn, that's a good question.
It needs to
I
be
would almost say
Kendrick Lamar.
no features at all. Or it might be some heavy. That's maybe what they waiting on is maybe
then
some
we're gonna get
clearance
an
on some
AZ
samples.
feature since it's like
Maybe
AZ,
the AZ
yep,
joint.
yep.
Yeah. I'm so focused.
Kenny.
Just went in. He said, I want to hear that
Might
Nas,
get a
AZ,
Mega.
and Mega go crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Man,
facts.
We need that
me and
firm
Nas
back
focus.
together again.
We here.
Yeah.
Pirates, and
Power
I'm
One
curious
Thou
too.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing about this album is like, man, we want to see what's going on with it, what's popping and whatnot. Yeah, Mark DJ said we need that firm reunion, and we got that on that too. You know what I'm saying, on that KD too, but we need that album though. You know what I'm saying, real talk.